Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Back for another watch along in the Cup this time, second round. Sheffield Wednesday at home. Well, for them at least. Sheffield a Wednesday away for us. Not really sure what to expect, to be fair. I thought we were really good against Preston. Played really well, actually, to be fair. Saw more of what I thought that I was going to get from Cesar's sort of system and side. Santi and Krejci off, says Rebecca. Yeah, I reckon so, mate. I reckon that probably is the case. I'm just going to fix my score. Doing well, mate. Doing well. Just a second. Yeah, Wolves just about to kick off. Just coming out on the pitch now, guys. I'm just going to quickly sort this out. Bear with me. There we go, all set up. Right, let's have a look at how the Wolves are lined up then, guys. Let's have a little look. What's up from the US, says Mountain Book. Hope you're good, mate. Don't expect too many people to be here today, to be fair. Cup games are a little bit dead. But I wasn't here in the last one. I was playing a wedding. So, yeah, I was very occupied. I wasn't able to do the last watch-along or review. But I have watched the Preston game again, and I'm impressed. I was impressed. I thought we played really well. What am I doing here? Stats. There we go. Right, let's have a little look how they've lined up. So, quite a few changes from Wolves. Sarr in goal, Mola Wolfer coming in, Lima coming in, Olagonju coming in for the first time, I think. Which is very good. Youngster, who's quite promising, actually, to be fair. Nasajiga keeping his space. Boubacar Traore starting for the first time. And James as well, actually. James starting for the first time as well to be our two midfielders. Doyle playing in this sort of 10 role. Armstrong leading the line with Rodrigo Gomez and Chichuea either side. Interesting. Very interesting. And the bench, to be fair, is pretty strong. Youngster Gracie on the bench. Jimenez on the bench, which is nice. Mane, Menezes, Chichuea, Bueno, Lopez, Andre, and Totti Gomez all on the bench, which is a decent bench, to be fair, for this level, for sure. Anthem never gets old. Yeah, it never does it? They're literally just singing "Hi Ho, Silver Lining," so we should be feeling right at home. Just kicked off. It isn't on the telly. Actually, I think it is. I think it is on the telly, but I'm watching it on a different stream. Sheffield Wednesday already on the attack, already in the box. Ball over the top, but doesn't go anywhere. That was right out the gates there. 25 seconds in, Sheffield Wednesday already pushing us on that one side. Yeah, it's on Sky Sports, yeah. I managed to fix my streaming software so I can actually watch some of the games now. I can actually re-watch some of the games as well, which is nice when I don't get time to watch games. So yeah, we'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens. What are you guys thinking? Get your yeah, Paramount Plus. It is on Paramount Plus, isn't it? Is it not? I'm watching it on DAZN, I think it is. But it is on Sky for English watchers. But for you American guys, I think it's on DAZN. Plus I'm at work. It's only 2:47 here. Oh, no way. How's it going, Rick? Team pretty much as I expected, although I didn't expect Sarr, so hopefully that means... To be honest, I like the idea of keeping Sarr in the net, to be fair, because he didn't get any pre-season time, did he? And I thought, actually, he was alright against Preston. So far, 25 seconds in, Sheffield Wednesday actually had a chance. DAZN Canada, that's it, yeah. That's what I'm watching it on. Trewa, oh, it's gone in. It's in. I don't know whether it counts or not. I think it does. But Wolverhampton Wanderers, 2 minutes in, it's a goal. I think it's Trewa. I have no idea what just happened. Trewa kind of... I don't think even the Wolves fans didn't celebrate because they were like, what the hell just happened? Trewa, let's see what happens here. Direct ball all the way over. Trewa keeps it alive. Cuts inside. Hits it. And the goalkeeper spills it. Oh, it's an own goal. It's an own goal, guys. Yeah. Trewa with the strike, though. And it was a decent strike, to be fair, cutting inside. But it has gone down as an own goal. And Sarr has literally just lifted that into space. But Lima does really well. Doyle takes it off his toe almost, but gets a nice bit of control with it. And now Giga is on the ball. How's it going, Dragos? 1-0 to Wolves. Another ball over the top. Trewa looks lively. I don't even know what happened. Like even when it happened live, I was just waiting for like a flag to go up or something. It just sort of it just trickled in. Yeah, Sarr's kicking isn't great, is it? To be fair, although to be fair, I actually think he was all right the other day. I'm watching it on DAZN Canada. It's a stream that I found through VPN, which isn't actually illegal. It is if I distribute it, but just finding it using a VPN is fine. DAZN Canada is showing it for some reason. Armstrong does really well there. Beautiful ball over. James trying to keep it alive. Wolves really, really pressing at the moment. What do you think of no Santi in the squad? I think Santi and Krejci have been wanting to go probably since the Premier League final whistle, to be honest. Armstrong does really well to find... Oh! Rodrigo Gomez just about misses it, but kept alive and going out for a corner. We're all over these at the moment, guys. Jeez. And so we should be, really. But, yeah, they're really struggling at the moment, Sheffield Wednesday. They're falling over the ball, and we're winning all the second balls and really creating a lot of chances here. Good morning from Australia. Says Leora Maano. Sorry if I've not pronounced that correctly. 4:50 a.m. 3 Grumpy Wolves mega show. Thank you so much. Bein Sports are showing it. There you go. Bein Sports as well. Doyle's put the ball in. Decent corner, to be fair. Coventry winning 2-0 already as well. Wow. I watched all the Premier League games, by the way. I caught up on all the games. I thought some of the new guys coming up were brilliant. Hull against United was fantastic, wasn't it? Kretschke, yeah, you wanted Kretschke and Santi to stay. I obviously did as well, but I think it's a good chance for Giga. Olagunja's a good defender as well, to be fair. Olagunja's a real good young player. Yeah, that's just unfortunate, really, from Sheffield Wednesday. Is it free to watch on Daz in Canada? You have to pay for a VPN. Obviously. I can't link you it, because that's illegal. I can tell you where I'm streaming it from, though. Is JJ starting? He is. He is playing alongside Doyle. Oh, no, he's not. He's playing alongside Boubacar. Wolves started this game really lively, though. Sheffield Wednesday look like a deer in headlights at the moment. The Sheffield Wednesday are actually on the ball at the moment. They're just passing it around, trying to find some openings. And they actually have. Headed down. Boubacar tries to stay with his marker. Does really well, actually. And it's cleared out. Rodrigo Gomez on the ball, pushing forward. Great pace. Great pace. And that's got to be a yellow card. First yellow card of the game. They can't control Rodrigo Gomez. He absolutely blasts down that wing. And Sheffield Wednesday have got a yellow card here. Yeah. Rodrigo Gomez there absolutely blasted down there, man. That was nuts. Hope all well, Max. How you doing, mate? You could share the link. I am not actually allowed to do that. I would be arrested if I did that. And to be honest, even if I did share the link, you still need a VPN to be able to play it. Because this link isn't available in our country. But I'll try and keep you up to date. We've got a free kick at the moment. Doyle's on the ball. Quite intelligent, that. Good job. Oh, Armstrong with a chance. It's blocked. Wolves keeping it alive though. Nasser Giga doing beautiful work there to keep the ball alive. Doyle. JJ playing off the wing at the moment. Lovely bit of interplay here by Wolves again. Boubacar picking it up deep. Giving it to Nasser Giga. Giga takes it past. All the way back to Giga again. Giga seems to be the one making things happen in the defence at the moment. Pedro Lima on that one side as well. Doyle does really well to find Boubacar. Lovely pass. Ball over the top from Boubacar. Chiraya were open. Oh, Wolfer. Really good work. Mola Wolfer, Chiraya there. On the overlap. Really, really nice that. Mola Wolfer, great run. Wins us a corner, which Doyle's going to take. Who's captain? I'm not sure who's captain, actually. Ketchkin, Breno, may stay. Not even any moves. That lineup will tell. I was told that they were injured, but I've heard since then that that's a little bit of a smokescreen, which I also did allude to last game. It's just the PR machine moving forward, isn't it? Trying to keep everyone happy. I don't really agree with it, to be honest. I'd rather them just be transparent. Current prediction is we get 2 more in only. Not as many as we wanted. I think 2 more would be alright, as long as they're players in the areas we need. Sar's got the armband, says Max there. Thank you. Armstrong trying to just power through there. Doesn't quite do it, though. Wolves trying to keep it alive, but to be fair, need to keep the ball on the floor a little bit more for some control. But Wednesday, I don't know what to do at the moment. Wolfer is underrated, gets too much hate, says Mike on X. Yeah. He didn't have a great cameo experience at Molineux, did he? But to be honest with you, no one really did they? So I don't really think you can judge him on that. Plus, he came in cold. Needs a lot more game time, doesn't he? Pedro Lima goes all the way through. Gets shut off right at the last minute, but Doyle keeps it alive. Tries to get round his man. Rodrigo Gomez receives it. Goes all the way back now. Thoughts on Ruddy coming back? I think it's a good idea. It would obviously be on a free. So that wouldn't really cost Wolves much. And he's good in the training on the training pitch, and I really think he's good in the dressing room as well. He knows it all, hasn't he? He's been there. He's been there, done that. And to be honest, a good option for a third keeper, to be fair. I was not convinced at Bentley at all, by the way. I don't mind Sam Johnston. I don't really think he wants to be here, though. I don't want anyone here that doesn't want to be here. So that goes for like Santi and Krejci as well. If they don't want to be here, it doesn't matter the caliber of player. They don't want to be here, they won't try. They'll just down tool. We've seen it before. What's the site called? I'm not allowed to say that either. I'm not actually using a site as such, really. It's kind of like a paid channel thing. I do pay for it, but it's basically it's thinking that I'm in America when I'm using a VPN. So I have paid for the stream. Technically. That's why it's legal. But it's not legal for me to share it. Which is really stupid. West Ham down 1-0 again? Shit me. Nuno's going to be really fighting for his job, isn't he? Fuck. Ruddy comes 3 in then? I think so. I think Ruddy will come in. I was expecting Adama Traore, to be honest. But I think he's going to Deportivo. Which, to be fair, is a alright move for him, really. Something new for him. So, not a lot happening at the moment. Wolves 1-0 up if you're just joining us. 13 minutes in. Millwall 1-0. Thanks, Rebecca. Borough had a good one against Blackburn. Yeah, they did. I think we got caught out cold with Blackburn, to be fair. I just don't think we were expecting anything. And when they actually started to come at us, I don't think we'd prepared for it. I think it was a wake-up call, honestly. Wolves doing a bit of bad work here, but doesn't come to anything. Sarr with his hands up there, because to be fair with you, Wolves were... We were passing the ball super slow. JJ goes down, but the referee doesn't think anything of it. And Sheffield Wednesday have a shot. Granger with an effort from wide and far out, to be fair, and doesn't go anywhere near us. But risky, very risky. Got them next week. Peterborough beating Watford. Interesting. I think we've got to be careful here, not to let them play. Lost, didn't they? Yeah, they did. Go on, Chirewa. Great strength. pushing through. Leaves his man for dust. Does slow down a little bit, waiting for gold shirts to appear. But he's sped up again. Chirea's doing a really good job there. Goalkeeper just about palms it out of harm's way. Pedro Lima trying to whip one in. But it's too deep. Doesn't go anywhere. Actually kept in, by the way. How the fuck did that stay in? Pedro Lima whips a ball. It goes all the way. It looks like it's going out, but there's so much spin on the ball, it stays in. Chirea kept it alive, and Wolves still have the ball here now. Sheffield Wednesday, though, do get rid of it, and they are struggling a little bit, Sheffield Wednesday, to find any sort of momentum past Wolves. Chirea was having a great game so far. Just puts on the gas, forces the goalkeeper into something there. Really, really good. Pressing practice good. Heard Cesar's proper mental after Black. Yeah, I think Cesar wasn't particularly really enjoying the fact that they were ignoring him. Essentially, a lot of his play was just ignored throughout that game. I don't think his substitutions really helped. But I think it was kind of just like really on the players, that, to be honest. I mean, I've watched the Preston game back again today, and I actually thought that I thought Wolves were fantastic, to be honest, throughout the whole game. I think Fer Lopez is a different breed of player, isn't he? Trying to you know what? I'm trying to like think of what kind of player Fer Lopez reminds me of. I don't feel like we've had anyone like him for like ages. Attacking midfielder who's got some pace, got something about him. Rodrigo Gomez going past his man. Great run here by Rodrigo Gomez. Lifts the ball over the goalkeeper. Fantastic. All on his own. Takes on 4 defenders. Leaves them all for dust. Smile on his face. Beautiful. Love Rodrigo. Absolutely love Rodrigo Gomez. Got such pace on him. Watching a foreign stream of the game, and the commentator is just called Giga Jiggy. Rui Costa. You think he reminds you of Rui Costa? I was thinking more like players that have played for Wolves, really. Closest to what I say was Jota. I don't think so. I think Jota was to be honest, Jota's like this is a really, really hot take. Jota is what Hwang wish he could be. Because they're the same they're essentially the same player. Powerful runner that tries to get into the box and make something happen. But yeah, like that's the caliber of player that we're left with now. But yeah, I'm trying to think of anyone who's like Fer Lopez, to be honest. Chirea was having a great game, Gaz, yeah. He is. Expecting a big second half, should be a battering. Says H Media. Well, if the subs come on, I think that too. Oh, what a lovely ball by... Oh, my goodness me. What a great ball. Around the corner. No-look pass from Armstrong to try and find Doyle's run. Beautiful run. No one saw that pass, by the way. I think Doyle even was kind of surprised that pass was coming away. Middlesbrough 1-0 up. Rebecca, nice one. Long throw here coming in, guys. Make sure you're liking and subscribing, guys. Again, apologies for not being here last week. I was at a wedding. It's a bit of a shitter one, really. Oh, Rodrigo Gomez with a return pass from Pedro Lima. Oh, that might be is that a pen ref? How's it going, boys in our gold? How you doing, man? How's it going, dude? Blackburn 1-0 down. Jesus, Compact, you really laying it on thick with these defeat. Well, teams that, you know, we want to lose. Do we want Blackburn to lose? I think we're just salty. I don't want Blackburn to lose. Got nothing on them really. Annoying that they were the first game, but to be honest, they should have won. But yeah, brilliant play again from Wolves. Really trying to lay some great passes. Tell you what, Dan, Fur could grow into Podence Neto hybrid. That's an interesting take. I think he's got a bit of Neto about him, in terms he's good with both feet. But I don't know, man. I don't think we've had a midfielder like Fer Lopez in a long time. It's nice to see Wolves passing it around with confidence. I think you've got to think of this. You've got to think of the opposition as well, though, haven't you, Gaz? But you know what? Like apparently West Ham are losing. Who are West Ham playing? Like, you've got to beat who's in front. You've got to play who's in front of you. So there's no point us always just going back on the old. Well, it's the opposition. Loving this whole goal. Goes in, ref gives it and stands instant excitement. Yeah, well, to be honest, it wasn't even instant excitement, to be fair, Jay. I was really confused how the ball just trickled into the net. I don't know if you watched it already, but it was really confusing. It was an own goal. Trezeguet does really well, actually. It's a ball over the top. And Trezeguet does really well. Cuts inside. Trezeguet again here, by the way. Southampton beating West Ham. There you go, see? You should see West Ham's lineup. Shocking from Nuno. Oh, shit. H Media. What's it? Explain to me. But yeah, the goal. So, yeah, it's a good strike, to be fair, and it's a decent save. But their defender's literally right next to the goalkeeper as he parries it, and it just trickles into the net off the defender. It's quite shit, really. Birmingham 1-0 down. There's a weird reaction from everyone. Yeah, it was really. I was like, why is no one celebrating? Like, the players didn't celebrate. It cut to the people in the stadium and they weren't celebrating. It was like, what the fuck? Mostly kids on the lineup and Kilman. Jesus Christ. You've just... I mean, the fact that Kilman's playing says it all, doesn't it, man? What a shit. I always did it. I always had something against Kilman. I don't know. I think he was just really clumsy. Like, really lazy, clumsy. Never really had a great game for Wolves. Crew 1-0 up against Barnsley. Trezeguet wasn't expecting it. No, I don't think he was, no. Definitely a strike from the lad, though. Akonju's done alright, actually. Akonjua. How do you pronounce Akonjua? It's like... Oh, I don't want to destroy everybody's names tonight. Let's have a look. Peterborough 2-0 up against Watford, says Rebecca. By the way, guys, rest in peace to Dolly Parton, man. Gutted for her and her family. What a legend. Olo Gung Ju. Thank you very much, Max. Olo Gung Ju. Gung Hu. Olo Gung Hu. There we go. Thanks, Max. A number of people asking for streams. Bibicar passing it around well, says Gaz. Yeah. Number of people asking for your streaming link rivals the number of people who would ask Liam Keane why he wasn't interviewing Jeff Shee very often. Yeah. I guess so. Yeah, rest in peace, Dolly. We got great money for Kilman and Strand Larson, says Leo. Yeah, man, honestly. Gunju. Ola Gunju. There you go. Yeah, Dolly Parton was awesome, man. Great songs. She did some great covers as well, didn't she? Wolves doing really well here. 25 minutes in, controlling this game completely, by the way. And if you look at all of the other teams playing as well, like some of them are really struggling against teams that they should be beating. So you know what? Credit where it's due. Another ball over the top here. This looks like something they've been working on. Consistent balls over the top to the wingers today. Interesting. It's like first time balls around the corner to the wingers, and they all seem really switched on to be able to receive those. Mr. 2 up front, says Jay, yeah. Do you think Sarr will stay? I think he will. You got to think, guys, Sarr was on the way out, wasn't he? And his deal fell through. So I think he will stay now, especially with Bentley out of favour. Well, obviously because he left. And then Sam Johnston's still apparently quite injured. So yeah, I think he will. I don't think Wolves should focus on a goalkeeper if Sarr's staying. I think that really kind of gets them out of jail a little bit. Do you think we'll sell for? Do I think I'll sell for? I don't think so. How's it going, Sam? JJ there doing really well, trying to win the ball up, get us forward. Yeah, he was good actually, Cameron. Yeah, he was. It's true actually. Wolves doing well at the moment. I know I keep saying it, but 27 minutes in, guys, and I think Sheffield Wednesday are really struggling at the moment to keep up with Wolves' passing. Another pop round the corner. Definitely something they've been working on this. Doyle, ball in. It's actually a really good delivery. Oh, unlucky Armstrong. Tries to snatch at it. JJ kept the ball alive. Armstrong snatches at it. Just goes straight into the goalkeeper's path. Yeah, this thing that they're doing here is really interesting. This first time pass around the corner to runners on the wings. It's not something I've seen us do very often. Actually, I think we did do that a bit against Preston. Actually, I think it only came off like twice though. You think Furry's important to Cesar's style of play? I think Furry's very important, yeah, for sure. But I do think the way that we play with Cesar, it really does depend on the 11. It does not depend on individuals. You have to all press. You have to all work hard, man to man. It's hard work, man, but it pays off. Just joining us, guys. It's 1-0 Wolves. Sheffield Wednesday really haven't done a lot, to be honest. They're trying to find gaps. I can see what they're trying to do, but they're really struggling. They're in their own half at the moment, and they're finding it really difficult to get out. Wolves really applying the pressure. They do get out, though. It's a good pass, actually, from Wednesday. Kind of want him to stop this at source. The pass isn't good enough, though, to be fair, and it goes Wolves' way. Wolfer tries to clear it. It's not a great clearance, but they do all right with it. And I think it goes out for a... Yeah, Wolves throwing, yeah. 30 minutes in, and Wolves haven't really had to even get out of any gear, really. But there's been some interesting passing. And to be honest, we've made, what, 8 changes from the Preston game? So, it's good to see. It's good to see the substitutes getting some game time. Also, they will wait until his value goes up, only sell at profit. We can trust them at that at least. I don't know, actually. Any incoming on the horizon, says Cameron? Nothing at the moment, mate. No big links at the moment, really. We were linked to a winger, I think, this morning. But that's kind of a dead link, really. No goalkeeper links, so that looks like Sar's staying. Medina link's gone cold, so that doesn't look like that's going to happen either. James with a shot! Tell you what, he's got that in his locker, hasn't he? And you know what? He's got such a powerful run, Jordan James. Reminds me of Declan Rice a lot. Like the way he runs and just strides. Reminds me of Declan Rice. Ruddy on a free, says Gaz. Yeah, looks like it, mate. Yeah. We did talk about that earlier, though. Sheffield Wednesday on the ball here. Won it off Boubacar. Boubacar fouls his man. It should be a yellow card here, Boubacar. Wasn't great, really, to be honest. It's not too grumpy Wolves mounting. I just haven't changed the animation yet because I'm lazy. It's still 3. That was the old one. I think a winger and a centre back, and probably a striker would be all right. Are Ruddy a better option than Johnston? I don't know about that. We won't be getting Zahar, I can tell you that, yeah. I mean, the Rafiki Saeed's thing has kind of screwed us over, hasn't it? Because that would have been our winger, I guess. Barry from Cornwall here. Sorry, mate, couldn't find you on my phone. Don't worry about it, dude. You're here now. It's all that matters. First shot on target for Sheffield Wednesday from an indirect free kick. It's actually a good shot, really, to be fair. But Sarr, literally, I think that's one for the cameras, to be honest. He had that all day long. Doyle trying to find a man. Does find a man. Great pass, actually, out to... who is that? Oh, it's Moller Wolfer. Of course it is. No one running onto the loose ball there. Sims still available? I think so, yeah. I don't know about Sims, though. I don't know about Sims. I think I'd take him, to be fair. I would take him. Why not? I don't think he's getting much love. So, why not? As an option off the bench, I really can't see the problem with that at all. I'm dubious on whether we sign anyone else this window. Yeah, I'm really dubious on it as well, to be fair. I think Jordan James was a good signing, don't get me wrong. You know, Trippier and Jimenez. But you can't really include those because they were like so early on in the window. Whereas like Jordan James really is the key signing. And that is a good signing, but it's so late. Oh shit. Sarr really got away with one there. Really poor from Jose Sarr there. But to be honest, the ball back to him's not great. Out off control. And it goes out to a Sheffield Wednesday player. Sarr's actually out the net. And but he doesn't get beaten. Goes over the bar. Chris Wood, I think Chris Wood's probably like a little bit past it now. I don't know. Maybe. He's a great player. I just think like that's essentially what we've already got with Raul. It's not like a far off. I think Raul's just a better all-around player. I think he would want more money. I don't think that's really an issue though at the moment. I don't think money's the issue. I just think poor old Shrewsbury losing 3-0. Ah, that sucks. Carl's not going to be happy. Oh, apologies for the yawning, guys. Oh shit, Sar's just give it away again. It's because, oh, great block. Who's that? Olagunju. Olagunju. Olagunhu. I'm never going to get that right. Really, really shit from Sar again. That's 2 in a row. Just gives it to a blue and white shirt. And Olagunju gets him out of... Oh, that was Nasser Giga. That's a really good block from Giga, actually. Really good block from Giga. Wednesday corner goes to nowhere. Ollie, here he goes. He goes Max again. I do have dyslexia, so it doesn't really help me. Great pass from Sar that time round. Money not an issue, but why pay those sort of wages when we have better players already up front? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we got to concentrate on who we're getting in. But I just feel like we're just... Oh, Pedro Lima, beautiful skill. Just call him Ollie. Yeah, great idea actually. Great little bit of skill there by Pedro Lima. Wolfer keeps it alive. Jordan James on the ball. This time on the other side. The ball comes in though, and actually goes behind Rodrigo Gomez, who he stumbles over. Comes to nothing in the end. But he really took that in his stride, JJ there. Treyer and Jordan James keep changing sides. It's interesting. Treyer now playing on the left side. And Jordan James moving out wide to the right. Another comfortable save. Another shot on target for Wednesday, but it's not really coming to anything for them at the moment. They're just kind of shooting and hoping. Not really coming to anything. Wolves on the attack here. Rodrigo Gomez, Jordan James. That's really good defending, actually, from Wednesday, because that was crawling in. Yeah, can't afford to make those errors. Stoke 1-0 up against Hull. Interesting. James playing all right, to be fair. Powerful runner. I like him. I do like him a lot. I'm confused where we're playing him. When we're in our defensive situation, he's playing next to Boubacar as a DM. Great defending again there. I think that's Nasser Giga again. Nasser Giga's had a good game. Good evening, Dan and chat. What's going on, Grant? How you doing, mate? Yeah. Interesting, isn't it? Jordan James. So yeah, he was playing like a DM. But then in an attacking scenario, he's kind of changing sides. Treyer switching sides with him, which, to be fair, is confusing the hell out of Wednesday. Pedro Lima does really well there, keeps his man on. Forces Wednesday into a throwing. Twana Traore has been my man of the match so far. Traore was an interesting player, you know. Like, against teams like this, he's got a lot of confidence, hasn't he, to get past his man, and he's got a decent shot on him, to be fair. It's been alright. Sheffield Wednesday are having a shit game, though, man. I feel bad for them. They're really, really struggling to get any momentum. Giga could turn out alright, you know. Yeah, I thought he had a decent cameo against... oh, shit. Lima tries to do something audacious there, and the ball now goes in Wednesday's favour. But it's still really, really terrible from Wednesday. I mean, they're getting the ball. They're getting the ball, but they're not. It's not leading to anything, is it? Interesting that Wolf Competitions also sponsors Wednesday, by the way. I do prefer the black shirts. What do you guys think of All Old Gold? I actually really like All Old Gold, to be honest. I think it looks really cool. I think it looks slick. I do like the black shorts, though. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I like the the whole Old Gold thing. I think it's cool, especially for the 150th anniversary. Just being like a solid, the proper gold colour. Yeah, that was a good little play, actually. Giga found Wolfer, but not quite on the same wavelength. But it's a good... Honestly, I think Nasser Giga's having a good game. I think Traore was having a great game. Doyle's been quiet in the last 10 minutes or so. Boubacar still kind of very unsure about that calibre of player for us. Don't really feel like he offers much. I actually think Menetsi's just a better option there. Runs more. Don't everyone like gold? Everyone loves Goldfinger. West Ham drawing now, says Rebecca. Yeah, there you go. Sorry, but Wolves have been poor in the last 15 minutes, passing back more than forward. I don't agree with that, to be fair. I don't agree with that. I just think we don't really need to get out of gear here. Doyle really does well. Oh, he goes the wrong way, though. I don't know what Doyle was even doing there, to be honest. I don't really get what the fuck Doyle's doing there. I think I'd sell Boubacar as well, yeah. I think Doyle can offer us something. Two back heels there from Wednesday, trying to keep the ball. Doesn't go anywhere, though. They look really, really clueless Wednesday when they've got the ball. Like, really clueless. Will Fosun spend more than 7 mil? They should do. Yeah, it's been 44 minutes of Wolves not really having to do a lot, really. Sheffield Wednesday aren't offering anything. I do think we should put them to the sword a little bit more. Doyle with the ball in, goes out for a corner. Are Wolves going to have enough time? Just enough time to take this corner, guys. Last kick of the game. Well, last kick of the half, even. Wolves with a corner. Doyle on the ball to take this corner. It's a dreadful corner. Dreadful corner. No lift on it whatsoever. Doyle again. Second opportunity. Gill! Oh, yes. Olagonyu with a goal. Olagonyu with the goal. What a legend. Right place, right time. Great ball in by Doyle this time round. Fantastic goal. Great header. Oh. Bounces up from Doyle's. From Doyle's. Yeah, you know what? That's a really intelligent goal. Is there VAR tonight? Is VAR on? Ollie, yeah. Well done, lads. 2-0. Great time to score a second goal, that, to be fair. He is a unit, yeah. It's just intelligent. It's intelligent to read that bounce. Olagunju is what you'd call him. Olagunju. Right, guys. Wow. 2-0. Again, though, Wolves haven't really had to try. Like, literally, we haven't got out of any gear whatsoever. We've had some decent spells of well, it's a... Grant, you say no VAR, but the commentator said something like, is the goal going to stand? Does the goal stand? Why would he say that otherwise? 7 shots each. 3 shots on target. And it looks like it's quite an even game, really, but it really isn't at all. Sheffield Wednesday look poor. Not a lot. They're not offering anything, really, to be honest. But yeah, let's talk about that half. How we playing, I'll just about to tell you, if you stick around. So, stats so far. Wolves ahead in possession, for sure. 7 shots equal. 3 shots equal on shots on target. But you look at that touches in the opponent's box in comparison to Wednesday. That does make a big difference. A huge difference. Let's talk about the players. So, Sarr, I think at times a little bit erratic again. But he's made some, like, really easy saves, to be fair. But he's still got to make those saves. Really routine so far from Sarr. Marlo Wolfer, not really having to do a lot. Intelligent runs every now and then to get past Chueira on the overlap, but not really offering too much. Olagunju, really good. Really good, Olagunju. In fact, Giga and Olagunju have done really well. Olagunju with a goal just before half-time. But Olagunju and Giga really, really doing well with the blocks. There were some really kind of dicey moments where, like, the ball at feet was a problem for both of them. But to be honest, they're still playing better football than Totti Gomez. which is not hard at all, is it, to be honest? But I will give Tati Gomez credit, by the way, because I never got to do a review on the old Preston game. Thought he was actually all right, to be fair, against Preston. The music they're playing, by the way, at Wednesday, class. They played The Offspring, you know, they're playing All American Rejects. Brilliant. Pedro Lima, all right, to be fair, quite quiet, not really doing a lot. When he cuts in, he's kind of saving Boubacar's blushes a lot, because I think Boubacar's had a really poor game. Jordan James, he's trying to, like, do too much at times. Like, Jordan James, I've seen him on the wing. I've seen him as a 10 and Doyle's cut back. And I've seen him receiving the ball super deep like on Andre. So you've got to, like, you kind of got to get him more controlled there, really. I don't really see where he's trying to fit in the system at the moment. But he hasn't been awful. I don't think any of them have been awful, really. I mean, I just said Traore, but I don't think he's been awful. Just don't think he's had a great game so far. Doyle's good. Little moments where his decision making wasn't great, and his touches haven't been fantastic, to be honest, at times. But his passing range has been really good. His passing accuracy has been good as well. He gets an assist, so that's always good. Armstrong's been quiet, though. Really, really quiet. A few snatches and stuff, but not really done anything, really. Every now and then he gets the ball and releases, but he's not really done a lot at all. Chireva, genuinely, I don't know how this guy hasn't got a green number next to his name, because Chireva's been awesome. Honestly. Gets a great goal in its. I know it's a bit lucky how it goes in off the defender, but it's a good shot to force the issue. I actually think he's a decent player, Chireva. Dave said Chireva seems to show little bits of magic now and then. He reminds me of Mane, to be honest. He's very, very similar to Mane, just not quite as advanced as Mane. Rodrigo Gomez, I mean, his pace is helping a lot. And I do think, actually, going back to Armstrong, that he is providing that nuisance player for the Wednesday defence. They don't really know where to mark him, do they? Yeah, Wolfer hasn't been great, to be honest. I don't think he's been awful, though. Like I just said this. I don't think any of them have been truly awful. But I really like Chireva. I think Chireva's done really good. Make any halftime changes, says H Media. 2-0 up. Yeah, I probably would, actually, yeah. Who would we make? Let's have a look. I don't know. You know what? I don't know, actually. I don't think I would. I don't think I would make any changes. 2-0 up, comfortable, not having to get out of first gear. Jordan James needs a little bit more of a polish, I think. I can see what kind of players there. How have we played? I have just said all of this, Reese, but I'll kind of repeat it a little bit just in case more people are coming in with you as well. Not awful. Not. We haven't really had to try, though, to be honest. The first goal was really, really, like, you know, lucky. Traore did really well to force the issue, but it's we got a really lucky finish, basically. Comes in off the defender, and then just right at the end, 19-year-old Alagonju gets a goal, and that actually is a decent goal. Rodrigo Gomez does really well to keep it alive, gives it to Doyle. Doyle whips a ball in. Alagonju on the bounce, by the way. Calls the bounce. And to be honest with you, that's a really intelligent finish from Alagonju. I'm used to using. I don't know how to react to games so far this season. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It is weird. But yeah, I don't think we're particularly having to try, which is good. So the other games, guys, I'll just show you that actually. Why not? Just in case you want to know. So just mute this so I can tell you. So Norwich 2-0 against Cardiff. Middlesbrough 1-0 against Doncaster. Barnsley are winning Crewe 3-1. Sheffield United are winning Blackburn 1-0. Blackpool and Lincoln are drawing 1-1. Cambridge and Millwall are winning 1-0. I think Millwall are a great team, by the way. I watched a lot of their games back from last season, and I've watched their games this season so far. They look a good team, man. They do. Fleetwood 3, Shrewsbury 0, Ipswich 0, Leicester 0, Plymouth 1, Coventry 2, Sheffield Wednesday, the best team in the world, 2 against them. Southampton 1, West Ham 1. Interesting this game because West Ham were actually losing that game and they've lost 2 on a bounce, which is really, really, really bad for West Ham, isn't it? Stevenage losing to Reading 2-0. 1-1 Stoke and Hull now. Walsall 0, Leyton Orient 0, Watford 0, Peterborough 2. That's a good result for Peterborough if it stays the same. Birmingham losing to Brentford 3-1. Nottingham Forest 0, Leeds 0. And yeah, decent results going Wolves' way, to be fair. Click the wrong frigging thing. Alright, Dan, says James Bayliss. Been a great game so far. That Olagonju looks class and Giga looks alright to do. Yeah, both of them have been really good, to be fair. Olagonju and Giga have been decent, to be fair. I don't think it's been a great game as such. I just think Wolves haven't had to try. But you know what? When you've got quality that Wolves have on Wednesday, that's what we're expecting. We're expecting to not have to try. We're expecting that, right? But yeah, so far so good for Wolves. Let's see what happens in the second half when we kick off. Traore tracking back more than Mane does, protecting Wolfer when they double up on him. Yeah, Traore had a great game, to be fair. I think Traore was playing for the manager, isn't he? You can tell, like he's like, look, get me on that side, man. Because he can play either side as well, which is interesting. He's a very versatile winger. We were saying this. I don't know if there's more people joining us. What player is Fer Lopez similar to that Wolves have had in the past? Like, what players have we had that have been like him? Picking the ball up in midfield, charging through, scoring goals for fun, assisting for fun. Just haven't had a player like that in ages. Like, I know a lot of you are going to say Neves, but Neves was never really a player to pick the ball up and run with it, was he? He was just very intelligent. But yeah. Silas. That's interesting. Robbie Keane. I think Robbie Keane was a little bit more sort of central, wasn't he? I don't know though. That's quite a good shout, actually. Silas and Robbie Keane, maybe, yeah. Just I don't know. He just seems like a different player, doesn't he? That we've been crying out for ages. Sammy. Jarvis. That's a shout. Jarvis is a shout. Wait, Jarvis at his best and Sacco at his best. Yeah, good shout. Jarvis at his best was very similar, actually. Yeah, you're right. Jarvo. Morgan Gibbs White. 'Cause, 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 ' Not necessarily for us, but as for the player and the caliber he is now. That's more of the elk, isn't it? Yeah. Kitely's a great shout. Kitely's a great shout. Sarabia, I think if we got like peak Sarabia. Yeah. Good shouts, guys. I like the Jarvo's shout, actually. I think, I don't think he's got the technical ability that Fur's capable of. But his driving and sort of determination to get into the box is very similar, isn't it? Seems to just have a bit of all of it, doesn't he? I wouldn't be shocked if he left. If someone came in for him, but I wouldn't be shocked if he stayed either, to be honest. Michael Kitely's a good shout though, man. Looks like Mane on for second half. Oh shit, yeah, nice. Just starting now, guys. Second half. Mane coming on. I think Rodrigo's coming off. Yeah, Rodrigo Gomez for Mane is a decent shout, to be fair. I actually think Cesar's... That's a good substitution, actually. Mate, I'll tell you what, the tunes that Wednesday are playing in this stadium. I feel like they've got my Orcs lead. I know you guys can't hear that, but yeah. There you go. Can you hear that? Bring Me the Horizon, and your players are just coming out and you're playing Bring Me the Horizon. Madness. Alright guys, here we go. Just kicking off, second half. Mane on for Gomez, yeah, Gaz. Kenny Hibbett. The club, Wolves, would end up if Fosun aren't careful. I just think they've been... I think they've risked too much. That's my only issue. I just think they've risked far too much. Love the bells before Blackburn. I assume that will just be for night games. Yeah, I think so. I sent an email out, by the way, pushing for the liquidator again, and I sent a clip of Wolves fans singing it and the volume that it got to, but I still haven't had anything back. That was like 2 days ago. That's a really cool pass from James to find Doyle. And James back on it again now. Matthias Mane, ball inside. Armstrong does really well, actually. Really, really good play by Armstrong. He's got to be goal. Oh, no. Lads. Both of them going for the same ball. Wednesday was always my favourite day of the week. Is Wednesbury your favourite place? Mane More metal before the match is always appreciated, says Jay. Yeah. Yeah, they've been playing, like, not metal, but they've been playing, like, alternative tunes. It's quite cool. I've not known a team do that in a long time. Not an English team, anyway. I know a lot of the European teams do. Positive spin if we can keep most of these key players, including Bueno Fer, and get at least 2 more. I think 3 more, I'd be really happy. As long as they're decent Elk players. Said we were a championship team for the longest time. Yeah, that's what it's showing, isn't it? This is our level. This is our level, Sam. But you've got to beat what's in front of you. You know, West Ham struggling to do that. Oh my God. 2 shots in there. And the offside flag goes up. Unlucky there from Wednesday, to be fair. Kept the ball alive quite well, actually. 2 shots at goal. I don't know what the commentator was on about earlier. But he said something like the goal still stands. And I was like, oh, don't fucking say VAR's back. Surely not. I know it's not, by the way. But it's just weird how he said that. Armstrong doing well in the second half so far. Staying really strong. Trying to keep the ball. How is Lima doing? He was quiet in the first half, to be fair, Andrew. He didn't really do a lot. And in the second half so far, to be honest with you, I'm going to be fair to him. I don't think any Wolves player had to do anything in the first half. We're winning 2-0 and we've not done anything. So it's kind of harsh on any player for me to say anything, because I don't really feel like any of them are getting out of gears. I don't feel like they've even got to win this football match. Which is where we should ultimately be, really. Wish Fosun were more positive, got a chance to totally boss the league with a few more signings. I think so, yeah. Albion is surprising me, to be fair. I've been watching loads of championship games to sort of like get a little bit of an idea, and Millwall are really good. Great ball in! Oh, no one there! Oh, come on, lads! Moller Wolfer does really well. On the overlap again. He did that in the first half, in the first 5 minutes. He didn't do it again. Oh my God, Traore with an audacious effort. Nearly went in. Jesus. But, oh my God, Moller Wolfer there. Running past his man. Puts the ball in to his beautiful spot, and no one's there to pounce on it. Just aching for the tap in. So easy. Thoughts on the new lad, JJ? Does need polish for sure. Not really sure where he's supposed to be playing either, really. He's kind of all over the place. Seems alright with the ball at his feet. He's very powerful as a runner. Manager who actually works them hard. I do think that's really, really helped. Great switch of play there by JJ. Pedro Lima thinks about it. Great ball over. Oh, unlucky Armstrong. Great pass from Lima over the ball. And great pass, but couldn't get it in his stride, Armstrong. Armstrong started this half better than he's been playing in the first, though. Great defending from Wolves again in the midfield area. That's really good from Wednesday, though. Winning it off Mane. This is better from Wednesday. Much more dangerous, but that final That final ball from Wednesday has been really poor. West Ham winning now, Rebecca. Jesus, look at that, quick as you like. I don't think West Ham will struggle this season. I think they might flatter to deceive a little bit. I think they'll pick up for sure. They've got more than enough. Oh, hello. Oh, so unfortunate again. Trezeguet with an absolutely beautiful scorpion kick. Through ball. What a pass that is. Doyle just offside, but that would have been gorgeous. He's done that a couple of times now, actually. I've noticed something really different in the way Cesar was having us play today, by the way. I'll talk about it a little bit more in a bit. I've not seen us play like this. We're kind of like... We're receiving the ball in the midfield, and then we're first time passing around the defence to bring players in. Wide. Would I keep Booba? No, I wouldn't. No, I don't think he's good enough. I don't think he's good enough. I don't really get what he's trying to offer the team, really. Go on, lads. Good job. Pedro Lima, ball in again. Wednesday, do better this time. Because it was looking like that was going to meet Armstrong and be another goal. Pedro Lima's doing well this second half. I think all the Wolves players at the moment are doing better in the second half, to be fair. I think at the start of the game, Wolves... I think the first 30 minutes I thought Wolves were really good, and then really didn't really do anything in the last 15. Not that they needed to, by the way. Ball in. Goalkeeper's got nowhere near it this time. Armstrong keeps it alive. Looks really lively, Armstrong. Reminds me of Podence, the way he's playing, actually. The ball at his feet, just the slow centre of gravity at the moment. No, they can't get it off him. Doyle keeps it alive, though. He's done really well. Doyle! Oh, he had to pass. Corner, though, for Wolves. But Doyle, I think, there has to pass. He does really well at first. 2-2 Coventry against Plymouth. Yeah, Doyle does really well at first to win it. And I think, to be fair, he's licensed to take the strike. But I feel like there's more options there. A little bit selfish from Doyle. Does win us a corner, though, which he's taking now. Doyle, corner in. Doesn't go to anywhere, though. All the way out to Sarr. Ball over the top here. Offside, I think, though. Silas or Milias. Ooh. Milias. Hoover, Huang and Booba need to go, says Rebecca. I agree. I agree, mate. There's 3 players that have to go, yeah. Can't believe they're still here, to be honest. I don't think Booba is as bad as Hoover and Huang, though, to be fair. I think Booba could be alright on a loan. My fucking headphones are driving me insane. They're actually fucking doing my head in. I like that we're shooting more finally. Yeah. Maxima, yeah. I think we are shooting a little bit more. Watford getting a battering. Is that another manager out then? David Jones. Oh, David Jones was a good player. Mane. Oh, he's missed as well. The flag has gone up. But Mane's missed there. And to be fair, let me see what happens. Giga does really well. Armstrong flick. He's not offside. This linesman's been shite. This linesman has been absolutely shite. But it doesn't matter anyway. It didn't go in. I think Armstrong's been really good this second half, by the way. H Media says, yeah, Watford getting smashed. Yeah. I think Wolves have been really good this second half. They've really grown into this game. I know in the first half we didn't really have to try so much. I do feel like the gear's starting to turn a little bit now. Think we've kind of got to a point where, you know what, let's just fucking finish this. It's like a finisher in what's that fucking game called with the fighting? Fuck. Mortal Kombat. Finish him. Feels like that at the moment. It feels like they're really on the ropes. Man of the match so far, Cherewa for the first half for sure. At the moment, I'll say Cherewa just because no one's really came out and done something crazy in the seconds so far. Linesman has his Tesco club card on him. Oh, yeah. He's not doing great, the linesman, to be honest. Doyle down here. Looks in pain, Doyle. I think he's alright, though. Let's have a look at this. Booba. Shit past to Doyle. Does well to keep it under control and then just gets fouled. Strange he's not got a yellow, really. Doesn't get any of the ball. Nice, comfortable game, though, guys. Nice, comfortable game. Peterborough 4. Jeez, go on the posh. How do you watch the match, says Kai. I can't link you as such because it's illegal to link you something. I can tell you that it is on DAZN Canada network, and you need a VPN to find it. Yeah, Cesar's not really stopped, to be fair. Don't announce what app you're using, Cameron, because you'll get me in trouble. I'm not using an app, but I know what they're like. The fuckers YouTube are for it. Watford are getting all David Beckham tonight, posh on top. Yeah, love that. From Jay. Beautiful link up play in the midfield here. Good run here. Go on, Jordan. It's actually a really bad pass from Jordan, to be fair. Would I take Adama back? I would, but he's going to Deportivo. I would take Adama back. Why not? Roll back the years. Yeah, feel free to DM about what links you're using, boys, but please do not share it in the chat. Raul Jimenez coming on. Cherewa coming off. No, Cherewa's been my man of the match. Been awesome. Jordan James coming off as well. Some more minutes in the legs. Mornetzi coming on. I'm starting to grow in. I'm starting to grow into Manetzi. I don't know what it is. It's just one of them players, isn't he? He's one of them players, like, years down the line, you're going to be in the pub with your mates, and you're going to be like, bloody hell, remember Marshall Manetzi? Or it's going to be like a really obscure question in a pub. What player scored the first championship goal in the 26-27 season or some shit, and it's going to be Marshall Monetzi, and no one's ever going to remember who the fuck he is. But I don't know, something about Marshall Monetzi, I like him. I think it's just his effort on running. I think running is so important in this side. I know it sounds ridiculous, but Cesar Pachetto, if you're not running, you're fucked. You know what? Credit where it's due as well. I think Sarr today, he's kicking. I think 1 or 2 times wasn't great, but he's done really well. I think he's made Bentley look fucking terrible, by the way. I really do think that. Do you think we go back to the Premier League? I do, but I'm really worried on what happens after that, because we've not been given a plan at all. And by we, I mean anybody who knows the club at all. Like the trust, anybody. No one knows what the fuck the plan is after this first year, which is really, really scary. We're demanding it almost now. We're demanding the plans. Come on, fucking tell us what's happening, guys. Raul Jimenez does really well. Oh, what a find. Armstrong, ball in. Someone's got to be there, lads. Come on. Marla Wolfer. Monetzi. Tries to find Wolfer again. Back to Monetzi. Does really well. Finds Mane. Mane ball in. Puts it down. Great play. Oh my goodness. Who was that? Who is that? Marla Wolfer? Fuck me. Marla Wolfer there, turning to Bergkamp? Jesus. Mohamed Kamara. Fuck. Monetzi reminds me of Mohamed Kamara. Shit, that's a name I've not heard for a long time. I used to love Mohamed Kamara. Back in the day where FIFA, you had to, like, unlock the coloured boots. And I remember playing as Wolves, of course. And he was, like, the only player with red boots in our side. You just think he was, like, the best fucking player ever. Mohamed Kamara, man. Remember his fucking 2 goals for against Leicester. I don't think he reminds me of Monetzi, to be fair. Monetzi's a lot bigger, isn't he? He's a very cumbersome, sort of awkward kind of player, but seems to just find the ball at his feet all the time. Seems to be in the right area all the time. Kennedy. Mark Kennedy was my favourite player. He was. I had... what was his shirt number? Was it 11? Oh, fucking Henri Camara. Why am I saying Mohamed Kamara? What the fuck am I on about? Henri Camara, yeah, sorry. But yeah, Mark Kennedy. What was his fucking... what was his name? What was his number? Was it 7? Or was it 8? Fuck. Oh no, I had his number on my fucking shirt. For a reason. So I loved him. Leeds 1 up at Forest. Different positions, just the same work rate and mentality. Yeah. 11. Thank you. Yes. I had 11 on my shirt. And everyone thought it was because I was 11 years old. And I wasn't. I was younger than 11. Actually, I was probably older than that. I was probably 12 or 13, I think I was back then. But everyone was wondering why I had 11, and it was because of Mark Kennedy. I fucking loved Mark Kennedy. Don't know what it was about him. He just had that fucking bit, didn't he? Reminded me of, like, Giggs. Jimenez! Unlucky. Adam Armstrong's been fantastic in the second half, guys. Really purring now. I love Newton. Yeah, Sean Newton. Yeah, Cameron. Alex Ray. Oh. Alex Ray was a great player. Scared the shit out of me as a kid, Alex Ray. Absolutely scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. Butler as well. Fucking terrified me. Meeting these players when I was a kid. Butler and fucking... Is there a Wolves player I disliked? Oh, Judge didn't die, yeah. Wolves player I disliked. Modern or old? Paul Butler, man. Scared the fuck out of me, Optimus. We did have a good squad in the 90s. It was unfortunate. We just didn't have the ownership to be able to take us to that next level, did we? I loved when we bought Irwin and Incy in. Mario Lemina. I loved Lemina when he first came into the team. I thought he was great. It's just his attitude, wasn't it? And we were warned about his attitude as well from Southampton fans. They warned us, consistently warned us. And it was one of the reasons why we almost didn't sign him, was because of his attitude. But it came to bite us in the ass eventually, didn't it? He has come out recently, though, and said how much he loved Wolves. Ince, I remember well, getting Paul Ince, not believing our luck. Yeah, he was brilliant, wasn't he, Ince? I love Murray as well, Matt Murray. I know Matt Murray really well, because when I used to work at Costa in Wednesbury, it was his local. When he used to work for Sky Sports. I still think he does, actually, doesn't he? Yeah, I think he still does. And he used to come in, and I got some gloves signed by him. Yeah, he's just a legend. Love Matt Murray. It was such a shame, because I think if we had Matt Murray before he got injured, I think we'd have actually done all right that season. Just don't think Oakes was quite the player, was he? Kenny Miller as well. Kenny Miller was great. That whole team back then, man, that was just my fucking... That was my era, man. That's when I really came into my own as a Wolves fan. I fucking loved him then. I loved him in the championship around that time as well, to be fair, just before that. League One then, wasn't it? Muscat, yeah. Dean Richards, Ferguson. Irvin, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we had some good players. I don't know. Someone asked what was the worst player. Oh, Nathan Blake is just insane. He was fucking insane. Like, genuinely. What a nut job. I was at the game where he scored against Newcastle away. And I met Nathan Blake. And he was fucking nuts. Like, genuinely. I think he was on cocaine or some shit, man. His eyes were coming out his fucking skull. Irwin. Yeah, I thought that was a typo. Irwin. Dennis Irwin, yeah. The last 7 games, yeah, we went to absolute shit. Some great games, though. Love the Leicester one when we... came back. I said, just talking about that one actually, the Henri Camara. Cameron and Henri Camara in that game were amazing. Big George Elacobi, met George, yeah. Met George in a car park in Merry Hill. Biggest bloke I've ever met. Fucking huge. No, I think he's about the same size as Adama Traore, actually. I think Adama's slightly shorter. Robbie Keane. Yeah, Robbie Keane. I was just getting into Wolves when Robbie Keane joined. Like, I loved Wolves when I was born, you know, like the fucking Steve Ball days. But I was so young, didn't really follow them enough, really. But I loved Robbie. I think he'll make a great manager as well, Robbie Keane. Jota was amazing, yeah. Ruddy versus Cardiff, what a memory. Oh, dude, honestly, don't. Don't even, man. You live next door to John the Wolf. Optimus, that's a great story. I love that. Kevin Doyle and Hunty, yeah. Yeah, Doyle was a great player, wasn't he? I think Doyle, in today's day and age, would be a great player. Don't think no systems worked for players like that. We were so fucking negative all the time. Players like that now would flourish. Honestly, Jota was one of the best players I've seen, especially in the championship season. He was he was unbelievable. I remember us like having like players before he came in, like Bonatini and Costa, and these guys were good, but then you just watched poetry in motion when you watched Jota play. I actually think he was better. People don't seem to recall too much, but I think Jota was actually better in the Championship than he was in the Premier League. In the Championship, he was unstoppable. Fucking unstoppable. Yeah, I haven't really talked about this game so far in the second half, guys. But do you know what? Like, 73 minutes in, Wolves have been completely in control. Wednesday have done nothing. Wolves have just kind of just chilled. 2 goals and just chilled. No gears needed. And I like that. Because I genuinely get pissed off where we use so much energy where we don't need to. Bonatini, brilliant. I love Costa. I was really gutted when Costa left. I got why. But, yeah, I loved Costa. Both of them. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Good defending. Who's that? Hugo Bueno. Well done. Great defending. It's like a pre-season game, same as Port Vale. It's going to be, though, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to be. You still got to win it, though. Adam Proudlock was brilliant. Adam Proudlock was brilliant. Anyone with blonde hair I used to love, because I was like the only guy in my whole school that had blonde hair. So anyone with blonde hair back then, I really liked. Sounds weird, but just as a kid, you guys. When I was a kid, I was just bullied. You get bullied for everything. When in my day and age, when I was a kid, fucking hell, you get bullied for anything. It's so much more accepted now. But when having anything different when you were a kid in my day and age was just fucking bully central. So I used to really appreciate when we used to get blonde-haired players. Weird as fuck. Good Janssen at one point. He was blonde, wasn't he? Proudlock scoring and sitting in the stands to celebrate. Yeah, I remember that. Were Nunes and Vitina any good when they played for us? Didn't follow Wolves, though, for those seasons, says Sergey. Nunes had very, very little to show, really. He had a good goal against Chelsea on the volley. That was a good goal. He was okay when he first joined. I knew Olive and Jana I met as well. Craddock, legend, still lives local. He does to me. What was someone saying? Unlucky, Raul, unlucky. Ardama, you know what? This partnership of Raul and Armstrong is really, really purring now, guys. I say that, though. Sheffield Wednesday on the ball. Oh, they should score. They need to score that. Billy Wright, the original blonde? Of course, dude. Of course. But yeah, sorry. What were the players that you said? Nunes, yeah, not great for us really. And the thing is with Nunes, we played him in the midfield. We never played him as a right back or left. Is he right back? Right back. We never played him as a right back. So the way he's playing at City just is completely different. Vitinha, we saw him score against Chorley away. An absolute banger. And every now and then he played well. I remember him playing against Spurs the one time. And I was thinking, fuck me, this guy's a good player. Oh, go on, Manetzi, go on, finish. Raul Jimenez. Oh, come on, one of you lads, one of ya. Camping on the edge of their box at the moment. Well done. Who's that? Is that Pedro Lima? Great tackle. Great tackle. Yeah, Vitinha. Yeah, the one that got away, guys. Seriously, I'll never forgive us for not signing him. To be honest, Nunes was underwhelming, but he didn't want to play for us, did he? Didn't want to play for us. Yeah, Sigurdsson was disappointing. The most disappointing player. Jesus. I think you know what? I'm going to throw in a striker there. I thought what was the Italian we signed? Loves the pizza, love the pasta. Can't remember his fucking name. No. Patrick Cutrone. Patrick Cutrone, right, had a great song. And you could tell there was something in there with him. But he just never showed it in a gold shirt. And then we just got rid of him. Cutrone, yeah. Freddie Eastwood, Robert Taylor, yeah. Yeah, these are before my time, to be fair. I'm not going to lie. I do remember Eastwood, actually. In terms of, like, watching my dad watch Wolves. Or at least enjoy Wolves. Bless him. Yeah, I've enjoyed this, guys. I've enjoyed this. Nice, easy win. Into the next round. Cedric Roussel. I think sometimes we get a player come in. Andy Keogh, bro. Yeah. Andy Keogh was great. Thanks very much, Jason. The Jackin, is that, sorry? Jackanaut. Sorry, mate. Unfortunate, man. I think we just shone a little bit of quality today. Don't think you were able to really get anything going, were you? Unfortunate, man. Best of luck for the rest of your season. I'm impressed with Wolves, though, to be fair, because we started 8 different players. And we've put away 2 goals in that half. And in this half, I feel like we've brought on better players, and they've just controlled the game completely. We've been pathetic today. I think it's one of them, man. I think some of you've had some good chances every now and then. They've had like a decent chance, and I just feel like your final thing, you know, that final pass, that final finish has just been really lacking today, hasn't it, for you guys? I do like Wednesday, though. I like Wednesday more than Sheffield United, by the way. I'm not just saying that because you're here. I've got bad blood with Sheffield United. Sheffield United. Ugh. I like Wednesday though. Big team, to be fair. Wednesday. I like Wednesday a lot. Could be sacking Pedersen, where he's not really stayed around for anyone, has he? Really, to be honest, mate. It's unfortunate. I just think you need a little bit of luck, don't you? You need some luck to come your way. Oh, there you go, Rebecca. Fabio Silva, Gonzalo Guedes. Yeah, they had some expectations, didn't they? For sure, yeah. Yeah, unfortunate, Jack and Nort, man. Thanks for joining us, though. I really appreciate you. We've been there, though, mate, honestly. I've followed this team through the fucking 3rd division, watching us play way worse than you have today. Don't you worry. Everson, yeah. Stefan Everson. Favourite Wolves game was... the most modern Wolves game was my favourite, was United in the Cup at Molineux under the lights. Jesus Christ, what a game. I did like Man City 4-3 as well, that was good. 3-1, I think, was it, at Tottenham? Player down, yeah. Hey, Patrick. I don't think Silva and Guedes lived up to the yeah. The problem is with those two was George Mendes, guys. George Mendes offered them a fucking dream that wasn't, basically. Parents, yeah. Sorry, yeah. David says 3-2 City was his favourite. I don't know, like... my favourite game when I was a kid was when we beat Man United and Kenny Miller scored that winner. Just because I was surrounded by United fans throughout my entire life. Who a lot of them are Wolves fans now, hilariously, which I find so fucking funny. I'm there with all my Wolves pencil case and Wolves ruler and all sorts of shit getting piss taken out of. Newcastle 3rd round FA Cup game winning. Yeah, that was a great guy. That was a great game. I wasn't there for that though, to be fair. I just used to like watching games where we just tried really hard, you know what I mean? Yeah, young Cristiano Ronaldo getting absolutely done by Dennis Irwin in his 40s. Dennis Irwin rolling back the years, absolutely pasting young Cristiano Ronaldo. Fucking brilliant. Harvard Flow for disappointed, believing in his brother's shadow. My first Wolves game was Wolves Burnley when we were in the 2nd division. And we lost. And from that day... Yeah, Jota's stoppage time winner was a brilliant win, wasn't it? Yeah. That pass from Neves as well for that goal. Unbelievable. Jesus Christ, Optimus, pulling out the fucking obscure names. I love how all this just started on the fact that I was like, go on! Go on! Hugo, take the shot, son. Stephen Fletcher. Yeah, poor attitude, yeah, for sure. Bully last goal. I mean, oh man, I wish I was around for the Bully years. I really do. I kind of was. Don't get me wrong. Like, I remember all the songs. You know, but I wasn't old enough to appreciate it then. Fer Lopez coming on for Doyle. Don't get injured, kid. Wolves 3, Bully, yeah, Blues 2. You know what? That kind of rings a fucking bell, actually. Bennett last minute winner on the corner, yeah. Following Wolves since 2020, since Jimenez joined. Bless you, David. Mate, I don't care when you fucking join as long as you're an old gold, mate. I really couldn't give a shit. You could start now. I don't really care. As long as you enjoy the club and you get stuck in. Yeah, your player has been rushed off. Yeah, concussion substitution was used for him. I'm not sure who it was. Sorry, I've not really talked about the game, have I, much, guys? I've kind of rambled. Since I've talked about the fact that Manetzi is going to be a forgotten, obscure player that we remember years on, all we've done is think about those kind of players, haven't we? Or our favourite players of those eras. Good defending, Wolves. Wednesday pushing us here. Camped up on our own half, but we're defending so well. Most successful flop. What do you mean? Like, was supposed to be a flop, but ended up being really good? It's a good question. I think Raul. I think Raul Jimenez, coming from Atletico. I think everyone thought that was kind of a player that no one really knew much of, who's not really scoring many goals. Oh shit! Saar forced to a save, guys. I know it's a newer guy that we're talking about, but I don't think anyone, even Wolves fans, I don't think anyone understood how good Raul Jimenez was going to be. Just came in out the cold, scored first game against Everton, never looked back. Fucking brilliant. Van Dam was a really weird one, yeah. Vitinha, yeah, like the fact that he really wasn't great for us, was he? And we can be honest, can't we? He wasn't. Us and Leicester in massive trouble. Yeah, man. I feel for you, I really do. I really do. I don't like teams going through anything like that, to be honest. Especially not old teams, do you know what I mean? Like old school teams. I think Nathan Collins is overrated, by the way, Andrew. I genuinely do. I think he's in the same ilk as Max Kilman. I just think he's just taking more time to get figured out. I don't think he's that great. I really don't. I think he's slow. I think he'll get found out. I think even though I know he's a captain at Brentford and stuff, and he has decent games here and there, I think he'll get found out soon. I don't think he's a world-class player. He wasn't great for us, to be honest. That's why we got rid of him. Minus 32 points. Go on, Hugo. Hugo darting forward. Armstrong's been great, by the way, the second half. Armstrong and Jimenez have been fantastic this second half. How good was Yoli and Lescott for us? When he was in his youth, before he got injured, I thought he was great. Yeah, Nori took ages. Yeah, but we were in a team then though, where like West Ham 4-1, fair play. We were in a team then though, Sand, where like we could afford players to sort of catch up. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Nori took a while, but we afforded the time. We gave him the time. We don't do that anymore. We just fucking throw him in and hope for the best. Yeah, Jonan Lescott's a lovely guy as well. I would have loved him to come back into some sort of role. Does a lot for the foundation. Come on, the Wolves. Done really well today. I know I haven't talked a lot in the second half, but it's just been a really good job done situation. Really proud. That's a good point, Andrew. Yeah, Cunha did well. Didn't really know of him much. I think I knew Cunha more than I did Jimenez, though, you know. I definitely knew Cunha more than I did Raul Jimenez. No worries, man. Listen, man. Jake and Nort, listen. Don't worry, man. Just keep pushing. Keep believing. Keep supporting. You don't know, man. It'll come to play. It'll come to play. That's what football does, man. It does. You experience the hardest times. Stick with them. They'll come good. You're a fucking legendary team, man. Fucking old school fucking ass team. Don't deserve to be where you are. Barry Connor Cody said, oh yeah, Connor Cody I thought was Connor Cody, by the way, the best captain Wolves have had for a long time. Best one we've had for a very long time. Loveliest guy ever as well. Like, honestly, couldn't do enough for you when you actually met him. Such a nice guy. We nearly had him on the podcast at one point. Not the Grumpy Wolves, but we nearly had him on the Wolfpack podcast at one point. But he ended up going to a different side. Yeah, chin up Jake and Nort, man. It'll come good. Well done, Wolves. 2-0. Ends 2-0, lads. And good result for Wolves because momentum's everything. Momentum is absolutely everything. Just showed quality tonight. Trinko, he went to do well as well. I think Trinko's okay. He's okay. I think first staying. I'm just watching pictures now of Cesar talking to Fur. And I just feel like he's in his ear all the time. I don't think he's going anywhere. You don't leave a manager that's going to give you that much knowledge and commitment. No worries, Rebecca. Thank you guys for being here as well. Listen, man, I've just been kicked back talking to you guys. It's been nice. 6.5 out of 10. Oh, I appreciate the honesty. To be honest, like honestly, it was all right. It was a what they call it, professional performance from Wolves. Showed enough quality to get it over the line, but didn't overexert ourselves to a point that would, cause injuries or upsets. I just think just a very overall professional performance from Wolves. At a legendary stadium, by the way. Worst Wolves manager. Oh, man. That is a fucking statement and a half, isn't it? Second half was boring, but it's almost as if the manager just said, look, don't pick up any injuries, don't let him score any goals, just go home. And to be honest with you, in a cup game, I really don't give a shit about anything like that. Knockout games, you just want to get a win and run and just go home. When it comes to like the league games, where goal difference matters, that's different. You want to get out there and score as many goals as possible. But overexerting yourself away at Sheffield Wednesday when you've got a game coming up again, what's the point? Just professional performance. Fabulous Wolves says, Mane doesn't inspire confidence at all. I think you're being harsh on the kid, man. I think I think he's got a little bit of polishing for sure, but for a player that's so young that's just come out, I think we've got to be nicer to him, really. Congrats to Olagunju for getting a goal as well. Olagunju on his debut. Looks a player, to be fair. And you know what? Giga as well. I thought Giga was really good. Just watching the goals back. Nasser Giga, ball over the top. Finds a beautiful pass over to Chirewa. Chirewa keeps it alive. Cuts inside. Releases the shot. It's very tame, but the goalkeeper doesn't do very well with it. Yeah, Zenga's the worst player. Yeah. Zenga and Gon. You know what? Gary O'Neill, genuinely, I think was worse. I do, honestly. I genuinely think Gary O'Neill was the worst Wolves manager ever. Because he had such great players in his fucking lineup. And he just couldn't do shit. And we got dominated every game. Couldn't defend. Literally couldn't defend. Hoddle wasn't great. But you got to think of the personnel though, haven't you? Olagunju with the Mara match. I think Chirewa stayed on longer in the second half. I'd probably give it to Chirewa. But I'm gonna agree with you. I think Olagunju is the man of the match. I like the idea of his second goal as well, because a lot of players, when that bounce happens, you're not going to follow that in with a header. You're just going to go, oh, fuck that. It's clever. Best Wolfpack watch-along memory. Dan going good evening to a memory. That was great. My best Wolfpack watch-along memory is one of the first ones I ever did, and I fell off my fucking chair. Dan, we need to get promoted. Should we accommodate Mane? I think he needs rest, mate. I think we rest him. I think we rest Mane. I think we're overusing him. He needs an arm round his shoulder to say, look, you're a fantastic player, but I'm gonna rest you because you're trying to do too much. No worries, Ad. No problem at all, mate. Thanks for following. On holiday to fair play. Have a good holiday, mate. But yeah, favourite watch-along memory is when I fell off my chair. First game. Well, one of the first ever games. Cunha scores against Forest away. And I went, what a goal! And this chair just completely went back, and I fell on my arse, and my feet were in the air. Favourite watching on memory by far. Fucking hilarious. Yeah, so Norwich through, Middlesbrough through, Barnsley through, Sheffield United through, Lincoln through, Millwall through, Fleetwood through, Ipswich over Leicester, Coventry through, Wolves through, West Ham through, and Reading through. Peterborough 5-1 against Watford. Brentford through against Birmingham, and Leeds through against Forest. We forget what we forget where Mane came from, guys. Mane has come from a academy which nearly failed to get Category A. So let's not be too harsh on the fella, man. Because he's gone through a lot of shit to get to where he is. Traore was fucking really good on the left, yeah, you're right. He was. We can draw anyone now, yeah. Guys, I'm going to go anyway. I'm not going to do a review, because it was a cup game. I'm only really doing reviews when it comes to the games that, you know, really fucking matter this season. Obviously, if we get further in the Carabao Cup, then fair enough. But for now, I'm going to leave it there, guys. No review. Just hope you enjoyed the watch along. Like and subscribe to the channel. And see you guys around. Enjoy your week. See you later.